Afro wants to go for the re-aggression, but Neofrag finds the headshot and the second. He swings out, pushes up through yellow, finds both openings on the defenders of Heat. And now he goes for the nade and drops it onto Joko. This man, he's doing a lot in this round. Counter flashes are coming in from the side of Heat, but what can they do? Can they stop the onslaught?
Nade pass back. CTs deviate towards middle. Exercise, he's holding. But the T's slip in. Zedko hard commits for the bomb plant now. Lucky. He returns. Exercise actually hits onto the first. And Zedko's so low. But look at this. Shocked. He walks over towards elevators, finds the frag for free into the back of Joko. And a round that looked likely that he could retake and actually get a 12 on the board now seems so unwinnable. A Shock, with a shocking state of affairs, turns the tide massively. And it's all unlucky. He's aware, but he needs to be aware of the AWP of Forzy. Had the foresight for that one, flicks it, hits it, and gets them the round.
Oh, and that was just a crucial miss from Exercise. You cannot miss 2 versus 4. You find that kill, there's 2 players low, okay, maybe you have a chance into this one, but you missed the free kill on the side of his head. And I mean, look at Shock, he can't believe his luck in that moment. He's like, there's no way I was able to get away with that. So they do pick up their 13th. They are on the T side. They've broken the economy slightly from Heat, right? They're down to 35, 36. They're on the full bonus. So they can light buy into it as yet. Stream A, it is now confirmed. NIP has taken down Endpoint in their opening game. So no upsets over there just yet, except for, of course, you know, G2, who lost, which is kind of a big upset.
Yeah, only that really
Massive
tiny upset
yeah.
of G2 losing.
Yeah, only that little crumb of an upset.
Yeah, that little tasty morsel of
Yeah.
upset biscuit.
It's fine.
I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll still make it to the major.
Yeah, there's no way they won't.
He says fingers crossed. Ooh, Forzy. Gets a tag off. Joko stays alive with 2 HP.
Oh yeah, you want to shoot me? My gun's bigger.
Why do you drop some smoke on a bridge as well? No, spot with a Molotov. Firing a few warning shots in the MP9, just a wild spam through the smoke. I guess they've got to do something a bit crazy here. You don't have a healthy buy whatsoever. It's just Eagles, Julie, and MP9. And this is the 25th round. If you lose this, Sinners are going to have a big lead. It'll be 14-11. And they're grouping up, going back towards the B site. Exercise is there. Comes down to the Deagle prowess of him and the backup from Joko. But Joko's only on 2 HP.
I was just looking because I was curious. I said, like, my gun's bigger, and I was wondering what the caliber for the op was. It's also a 50 cal.
They're both the same, yeah. But physically, like lengthwise, it is definitely bigger.
And the op has a telescope on it.
True. The scope also adds some extra height. Exercise, though. Will he have a high skill ceiling in a round like this? He's walking his way back off with the smoke and playing behind the box. Time's going to be close. It will go down to about 30 seconds. They just re-smoke out as well. I mean, maybe. There could always be a chance here. They're heavily grouped up on this. If they can at least slow down the round and find a kill onto the players, maybe, but no. Exercise, he fumbles hard, Shock, cleans up with a kill onto Lucky as well. Joko, the man with 2 HP, finally gets 1 frag back, and it is all down to Afro. Not going to happen. Sinners with 14 locked in, 1 away from match point, 2 away from winning the best of 1.
And Exercise is just sort of panicking now. I don't know if that spray last round has shook him up a little bit, but like, right there, he got off like 7 Deagle shots before he died and just didn't connect on any of them because he's just running and spraying. Like, dude, just calm down. Shoot him. You're doing great. You're fine.
Just chill, bro.
Yeah, just calm down.
And with the time they had in that round, if he hits a couple of 1Ds, you win the round.
Even just a couple tags, man. Like, just anything. As Forzy goes aggressive, there is the counter op here from Lucky over towards this B bomb site. It's actually not on Afro this round, and Shock finds the opening onto Joko. Afro playing aggressive here with the M4. Wants to nade in, do a bit of damage. It doesn't actually find a whole lot. It's just 14 onto B stick. And what can they do now? 4 versus 5. They have to answer back in some way. They can't just default out. So you see the 2-man inside of the B site, 2 inside of A. They've given up middle for the most part. Here's the reaction. Pop Flash comes in. It isn't going to blind the man in the bottom, though. Zedko was looking the other way. He's holding for the stairs push, so the flash doesn't get him. Exercise drops. That was the reaction that Sinners was waiting for.
So, 3 players left alive on a CT side. Just under 50 seconds on the clock. Lucky with the AWP, ready towards the B site for the hit to come in. They're going to try and capitalize by pushing out through middle and B at the same time. Shock will be the one lurking through. CTs are there to deal with this, but it all depends on the timing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to set their attention towards B now, so he can flank into the back and most likely clean house. He runs in through the smoke. He's looking for the line up. He hits 2 of them, and it is all on Afro as he flicks back across, grabs the AK. 20 seconds to deal some damage. He wants to try and hit a shot, peeking round on the right-hand side, trying to creep out as far as he can. Hits the head of Zedko. He's being flanked from middle once again, though. That'll be B-Stickers there, and he will shut it down. Match point secure.
Yeah, Sinners do pick up that match point. Now, they looked like they had a really good T-half. They win the CT pistol. Everything was looking fine. Then they get eco'd, and Sinners start running away with this. He calls for the pause. That's the coach. Actually, that's the admin. You know, because coaches aren't allowed to interact with the players now. We figured this out the other day. So the coach has to tell the admin he wants to pause. Then the admin has to tell the players to call for the pause. And then they pause, and then they can talk to the coach. It's all very strange.
Well, then they've not actually paused, unless it was just a very, very quick one.
I don't. That's a good point. Yeah, no, he did run up and do this.
Yeah.
So like, maybe the players just, maybe Body just said no. He was like, no, I don't want to. Actually.
I mean, I'm not pausing.
No, you can't make me.
We're losing, actually.
Yeah, this will be it.
Well, very well might be. Body and Afro, both dead. Just Joko, Exercised and Lucky, last alive. If they're going to do something, it has to be off the skin of their own bat now. The Famous, the M4 and the MP9 have got a ring out to victory for them because Sinners are 1 round away from locking down the game and moving on up into the winner's pool, of course, going 1-0. Joko hit by the drive-by. Lucky about to be burnt alive. Instead it will be the HE that blows him to bits. See you later as Neo Frag hits him with a frag grenade and they take 16 on Vertigo.
That is going to be Sinners picking up the win. I said once the map went to Vertigo that I thought Sinners were going to be favorites and they were going to be able to take it. But that first half performance from Heat actually made me believe. I was like, okay, going into CT side now, all they got to do is lock it down. It's not that difficult. I mean, of course it is difficult. Like I was supposed to, it's not that hard, man. Just win your CT rounds. Dude, it's not that bad. Just win your CT rounds, man. Come on. But no, like, you know, going to CT side, you think this is their time now. This is when they're actually going to be able to finish this out. They pick up the CT pistol. Immediately eco'd though, so it's like...
It's rough. It is a bit rough. It is a bit of a nightmare game for them there. A shame really, but as we said going into it, there wasn't really a clear-cut favourite. There wasn't an upset. It's both of these teams are pretty much, you know, match-to-match, head-to-head, level playing field. And all in all, it was a very exciting game into the first half. Second half was just the Sinners lockdown. Yeah,
Sinners, I mean, as soon as they got onto the T side, they got their guns. It felt like everywhere they went, they were able to find openings, whether it was Forsey just shooting through a smoke, Afro just walking up over towards A. They even walked out middle and found a pick one time. It's like no matter where they went, they were just winning their gunfights. And that's really what it comes down to, especially on a map like Vertigo, where it is very default heavy, right? You can't really just go straight into executes. You do have to default first, just the way that the map is designed. So look at that. I mean, just sprays through smoke. It's just everything. Yeah, everything was going their way.
It was indeed. So it is locked down as a 16-11 victory for Sinners. And at the end of it, this is the scoreboard we're looking at. B-Stick on top when it comes to the ADR and fragging power for Sinners.
I mean, if you look at the ADR from Heat as well, they just like genuinely weren't shooting back.
No.
The KDs just aren't there. The ADR, the highest ADR is 69.7. It's like, man, that's just... You're not doing enough damage. You genuinely are just not outputting enough damage.
They really just slowed down.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're going to slow down that much into a match, it's just unlucky. It's a shame to see. Big.
legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired. This is the world you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it. The end is in our sights. The future is already here. No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed. Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself. I can see the end inside. Three, two, one. Hardwired. Disconnect.
You got me thinking all I did was wrong. Guess you got all you wanted. Yeah, I don't know why suddenly you're gone. You'll never be forgotten. Pretending no one is to blame. Too late to reignite our flame. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. In retrospect, I could have paid attention. I could have tried harder, been smarter, deep water, I'd be drowned. I should have felt the tension. I overreacted and acted childish, impacted us all around. When you were pushing me away, I should have tried to give you space and get out of your way. How did I not see this coming? You leave in one day. Pretending no one is to blame. Too late to reignite our flame. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. come to take it. Kingdom rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control it in my bones. I'm coming for it, coming for it. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
That'll make it quite fun.
Okay, so this is actually... No, okay, so Astralis...
One look, the heat is rising, and I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting, setting fire to it all. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think that we can stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn it down. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think I wanna stop it now, baby our love is gonna burn it down.
If running all these different strats specifically to counter what Astralis does, then there is potential for an upset here. I still don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just, laying out the possibility of how the upset would happen if it was going to.
Well, we've got to give you the full spread. It would be ridiculous, obviously, coming in and just be like, look, this could be an upset win. What the facts say and how the game could go are two very different things, though. It all just depends on ASG's firepower. If they somehow walk away with huge rounds back-to-back, start showing us this most mad individual Counter-Strike we've ever seen, then yeah, maybe we'll start discussing the upset more and more. For now, though, we'll stick to the present, and that is, of course, going to be the opening pistol round. Astralis, they chose that CT side. ASG will be on the T side, and it seems like they want to go fast into the A site with a hit through A main to open things up. Pora will go in straight away. Glaive is here, blinded with a flashbang, smoke onto the donut, waterfalls with one against config, and they're actually keeping this relatively close. You've got 2 picks now against the CTs. That's a third, a Sugar. He bites back against Zipix, and it's all down to BlameF and Farlig to stop this round from being ASGs.
All right, and that's how you start off your first half here on the T side of Ancient. Farlig sees the flash coming in, but Poria with the swing, and he's going to headshot him. So this should be the opening pistol going the way of ASG, unless BlameF can do something insane, which he's incapable of, because that would just be too ridiculous. So hey, opening pistol on the T side going their way. That's a great start.
That's what you want. That's what you need. Now, one thing I will bring up, just because the map fits and if the shoe fits, wear it. When we saw Na'Vi coming into their opening game of EU RMR, that was against Quasar, a side that you're thinking, this upset should never occur. That got dangerously close because it was an Ancient game where they played just off the back of raw confidence. Now, there used to be a thing back in Counter-Strike Source where basically if you go up against a lesser opponent, you talk about the fact that when they're just pumped, it's so hard to beat them. Even if they're worse than you skill level-wise, it didn't matter, right? Because you just have that sheer confidence of going, boys, we're hyped, let's keep winning, let's keep taking rounds. Sometimes you can find yourself with a nice early lead. Obviously, it's far too early to tell if that's going to be the case here, but it's just something to keep in the back of your head.
And counter utility now going to come out from Zip. You see the flash, the counter smoke. They are going to commit through it. The MAC-10's already made his way into the site, and they're not contesting it. That's the bomb drop towards long. Can Zip do more? Counter flash from Glaive is good, but Sugar finds it regardless. Flame is nearby, but he's smoked off, and that bomb still down towards long. The two-man push, the swing out. Nobody from Astralis holding for it. And it is just going to be BlameF and Config. They're inside of the cave. They're falling back towards Cat. They have the armor. They have the upgraded pistols. Tries to get away. The Deagle bringing out some shots, but Waterfalls with the pre-fire finds the kill onto Blame F, and so it is just Config left. 31 HP, they know where he is, they're going to come and find him.
Config, you might have to hold on to his gun here and see if he can actually make a bit of a play. He's got a 5-7 in his hands, and he has heard the audio cue of one of the T's running into the B site. So he's going to walk back around behind him and see if he can potentially line this up. He's expecting him to be clearing out towards A main. If he can find this kill, he could grab a Galil. Worst case, he can just hold on to the 5-7, but he is working his way out, finds the headshot. That's an upgrade into the Galil.
Yeah, and that means he can drop the 5-7 over if he is able to hold on to it. Ooh. Ooh. Nope, nothing for him. Sugar hunts him down with the MAC-10, finds the frag, lands the headshot. And I just wanted to point out, Waterfalls for ASG.
Yep.
He has made 2 major appearances already in his career.
Yep.
The first one being for Quantum Bellator Fire. That was at E-League 2018. And then, after that, Windstrike at the Face It Major in 2018. And, of course, he made the quarterfinals with Quantum Bellator Fire as well in that event. Remember all the upsets they were able to cause. So he's trying to make his way back to another major.
Right now, his roster seems to be supporting him quite heavy-handedly. The man that's been going big, though, is Sugar. Here he bites off a little bit more Pikachu. Waterfalls goes down as well. And Pora, he has to hold the line. We'll pour some bullets into the face of Farlig. But it is a 3 versus 3. No real weapons recovered, other than that one Galil that Glaive was able to pick up.
Yeah, but they don't have any armor, so it's the Galil. Look, it's a decent weapon for the price, right? It's fine. It's good. But on CT side without armor, not so hot. But also, crucially, Farlig got 2 USP kills in the round, which gives him a whole bunch of extra money, $600 extra for that op in the next one.
And walking back out into the A site, Glaive tucked in with a Galil that he picked up. They're going to attempt to clear him. They know exactly where he is, but he wide swings. They do trade 1 for 1 as the AK battles back, and it's all just down to the pistols now for Astralis.
No
Blame
way.
F with a 5-7 denies Pora from being able to make much of a play, and it's just on Raging. He's in a 1v2, tucks into Temple, 40 seconds on the clock. If he can get a backstab off onto Zipex, maybe there's a chance.
Well, the thing is here, Zip just has the USP. Raging's going aggressive. He is worried that Blame F is repositioned. This kill should go the way of Raging every day, but the dink still comes out. So he's down to 19 HP, and Blame F is flanked all the way around. He hasn't seen the bomb, but soon he's going to hear Raging. There he is. 1 bullet is all it'll take. Can Raging land the headshot? He can't. And Astralis, off the back of the USPs and the 157 on Blame F, pick up the eco round. And now, if we're talking about upsets, that's an upset in that round for ASG, and they are going to be very upset about it.
Yeah, you would be quite frustrated. The A main crunch when they just push in, they find the 2 kills early, and then just the quick snap from Blame F on a 5-7 means that ASG don't find 3 rounds to start off their T side. And they don't get a bomb plant down either. So the money's going to be in a bit of a bad spot here.
Yeah, and also has to be pointed out, they did have 3 players outside of A main when that USP rush came in. So, like, how are they able to get 2 kills and get away with a gun? They should never be able to happen.
No, yeah. Sugar just kind of seemed overwhelmed. He was playing really close on the lip, and by the time that he tried to fight back, they were just in his face. So, shame there, because it's the first death of the game for him as well, and he's 6-1. You feel like it's one of those where if you have a Mat 10, you probably just farm your way through him, but the fact it was the Galil, he was just overwhelmed.
So the force is going to come in. 3 Mac 10s. They're all running over to B. I think this is just going to be the B rush. How many Astralis players are here? That's the big question. There is 3 of them. They put out the utility, and now they just tuck away. So they don't commit up the ramp instantly. The spam, though, he has nowhere to go. If he goes down the ramp, he runs into the fire. If he stays where he is, he gets hit by all the bullets. Nade is going to come in. That's going to find him. Surely, no, it doesn't bounce over the box. He's down to 1 HP.
Pora. Poor Pora. Oh, no. He's been so unlucky yet lucky into this game, and they go sprinting into the B site. Pora finally fragged out as the tag will come in. Farlig with the AWP spams through the smoke, but the bullet won't land. Tech 9 there. Oh. Talking of spam. The bomb planter of Raging finally gets it off. So it is a 4 versus 5. You've got the post plants, but the CTs will make this one look very uncomfortable. Sugar with a tight flash, tried to tap the head, but can't do it. Glaive will get gory into this round, and they are mounting a swift retake. Good clear from BlameF as well. Brings him down to just 11 HP. He's going to flash on the corner. Has a mat 10. If he runs in, maybe there's an opportunity, but no, the cover's there for the teammates, and it's not looking good. All on to the 1 versus 3. Mat 10 ripping its way through the first, but Zipex holds the angle. That's 4 kills for him into the round. The AWP save, and Astralis take 2.
Yeah, what a round from Zip on that retake. He was sort of everywhere. He was getting kills all over the place, covering all of his teammates. The micro positioning, those just small movements to just move around that site and cover all of his teammates was just absolutely just superb. Just so well done. And that's Zip when he's at his best, right? When Zip is at his best, he is so aware of what's going on around him, and there's no wasted movements for him in those rounds, right? In those post plants, T side, CT side, whatever it is, when Zip is on point, when he's feeling it, there is no wasted movements at all. All of the crosshair placement is perfect. The way he moves around in the site is perfect. And that's what he's capable of. That's what he can do. As the spams come in, Raging's down to just 24 HP. Poria, 41 for him. And the nade's going to finish him. BlameF is so annoying, dude.
Yeah, it just drops bombs.
Just, like, leave me alone, you know?
And he's still fighting for Cave as well. He wants to make a very aggressive defense here, so he's just going to peek out, fire off the shots, tag him up, eventually frag him up, you'd imagine. Switches back to the USP, as now they're a little bit too close for comfort being right in his face. Still a minute on the clock, and now Config, he'll take a stab in the dark. Waterfall's actually TKs onto his teammate by accident with a P250. And it's just Sugar that remains. He's walked out onto A. Doesn't have the bomb, that's back over at the B side. No chance he can get that down just to secure the money even. But maybe he can find a kill onto Farlig. Just a tag with it.
They're just jumping around back and forth, just toying with him. And the thing is, too, I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to do it. They all want the eco frag. But with the bomb down over at B, you could kind of just leave him and try to get him after time even. Because there's 35 seconds left. Yeah, he might just hold W at you at a certain point, but he's going to expect you to start hunting him. So by the time he realizes no one's peeking him, there might be like 10 seconds left and he's in a site, you know? It's a small thing, but everyone wants their eco frags, so it's hard. That's
so it doesn't
the
go
way.
down like that.
I like it.
Very true. The musical talent of Davey.
Eco frags. I need them.
No ecos to be found here though. All by across the board. Spam into the back of the leg there for Bora, and that amps him up. So he goes charging in, hits the headshot onto Config, but BlameF again towards Cave. He's ran out. They've been able to trade it back 1 for 1.
And Raging's crept all the way up here in B. He's going to be hearing Zip jump spotting as well. They know that he likes to do this. He has been doing it throughout the whole game, and he's going to get caught. He's in the corner. Can Zip win out on the fight? The pre-fires are in from both players, but no one's able to win out on this one so far, and Raging tucks away. Farlig rotates in, and he lands the headshot, the second onto Zip. It is now just Blame inside of the cave, the last remaining defender on this B bomb site. He's done some damage, but he hasn't been able to find the kills.
Glaive towards middle. Watching towards red, that's where Sugar's going to be coming from, but he won't be left for dead. He hits the head as Glaive goes down, and it's just BlameF that's left alive. Everyone's low. They're all on half health, and they are going to be flanking up behind.
Oh, they can't let him do this. The bomb's not planning for, if they're over in middle, they might not be able to get back here in time. If BlameF is able to find any of these kills, look at, they've all gone. It's only Raging here inside of the site. If BlameF goes for this late diffuse jack, he might have it. Ah, coward. I got too excited.
Yeah, no, he doesn't fancy his chances there. He did have the kit, but he's not going to run the risk. So instead, he just backs out. And ASG do take a third round. So in the battle of AST versus ASG, it's all tied up. ASG.
Depending on where you're from, I guess.
Yeah, ASG.
Yeah.
Ast.
We're adults. That's good. Good for us, you know?
3-letter sound. It's funny because they're similar but different.
do carry the op over. Waterfalls is going to have that one. The nade damage onto Raging is massive. As Astralis, they're going aggressive on the ramp, and he just can't land the shot. The panic spray, not going to work out. Pop flash is in. Another tag goes out onto Sviat. I just realized this is the first time we've had to say his name.
Yeah, he's not really had much impact.
No.
Iron Sword a minute.
Oh,
Ooh, Sugar though, he has had a lot of impact. He has been hyped up like someone that's had a bit too much sugar, as he has currently got himself on an 8-3 stance with the kills he's been finding. BlameF again tried his luck towards Cave, playing aggressive towards the smoke, but he backs up. Talking of aggression as well, this time, Glaive, he's all the way down towards the end of A main, and BlameF's got another pick.
again, just these spams from BlameF. Been finding so much damage. The ADR has got to be up there. Molotov to come in. That should force him off of the pillar. Nobody's playing there. Flashes in and BlameF can't land the shot. Sviat flicks up. Gets his first kill of the game. He's on the board. We are in round 7. Glaive, oh, he sees him. He knows he's tucked away in the corner, but it's so unfortunate for Glaive. He has the MP9, and at that range, it's not what you want, and they're running over to A. The smoke towards red is going to come out. They know that Glaive is inside of main. He's going to flash, he's going to swing, and he is going to find the first. That's huge for him. Sugar goes down. Molotov in the site to delay, and Glaive just backs off.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, but did they have the medicine to patch themselves back together in a round like this? 2 versus 3. Waterfalls playing towards the nut. Yeah, he's going to re-aggress back on Temple as well. Audio Q given up. They know where he is now as he tries to dive in. They start pushing up towards the site. They don't hard clear it. He lines up. Hard commits to the spray. Does a bit of damage, but won't be able to get his way through the round. He flashes them off. They tap the bomb again. Glaive, he runs in. Wants to kill him. Oh, tight. They didn't have the kit either, so it's the full 10-second defuse. And it could have got risky there. Even just a kill onto the bomb diffuser, Davey, might have got the round for them, but no. Astralis do pick up the pieces.
But where the bomb was planted actually wasn't really planted for Donut. Like, it was, but you would have had to peek from the front side. You couldn't see the bomb from the back side of the nut. So because you would have had to go forward, that sort of messes up your peaks, because you can't, for example, if it's planted for the backside, you can run and jump across the angle so you're hard to hit and just see if they're sticking it or not, right? Yeah. But because of where it was planted, they weren't actually able to do that. But they had to plant in that spot because of the threat from Glaive and A main, and also the threat from CT. So they couldn't do the perfect plant. They couldn't plant in the ideal spot, and that is what made it so hard to play that post plant from Donut, as Raging actually finding the pick onto Zip, and this time it's Farleague over here to answer back, and oh, Blame, the trigger discipline. Finds the frag on Sviat. He is there by himself as the walkout towards A is happening and the bomb's rotating through spawn.
Glaive. He spams off a little bit too early. They're going to take the map control because of it as well. Pora, he hits the head. Now you can smoke off towards CT. The CTs are coming, but they're blocked off from the nut side. That is going to be isolated. They dash a smoke at their own out onto the bomb site. This could cause a little bit of panic, as they might expect Config to actually walk through it.
And Config actually just kind of wasted their smoke. You'd like to have that for the bomb if it gets to the late round. The smokes now are just fading. Config's going to try to lurk out with that smoke that he threw. Farleague tucked away in CT. He does get tagged by the Molotov. Poiria's boosted, but Farleague finds the headshot onto Sugar. It's 3 versus 2. They don't have a smoke for the bomb. They spot him on the boost, and Farleague's the one to get it. Waterfalls answers back. He thinks he's still up on the tree, but he's not. He's sticking it. He has the kit, and Config's going to be able to win this one out. Gets the defuse, BlameF with 2, but it was really Farleague there on the retake from CT, finding 2 frags on the player close Temple, and also the man boosted up on the tree.
And that's another dicey round towards the A site, where it looks like it's incredibly close. And for ASG, I mean, fair enough. You're being able to get yourself into these sites. You're getting bomb plants.
Yeah.
It's just getting those round wins. That's all that needs to change here. They don't really have the money to support a healthy buy either, so Tet9s and Deagles coming out for them. And again,
oh my God,
they're going to be ruined by the grenades. BlameF. Whoa. He's got the butcher knife out and he cuts his way through 2 of them. Turning them into ASG kebab, Davey.
Seriously, the napalm strike over there at lane. Just fire all over the floor. HE grenades coming from above. Nightmare scenario for the T's. thinking about the other day? So, like, you know how every Counter-Strike map kind of has its lore, right?
Right.
What's the ancient lore? Like, why is there people fighting inside of these, like, ancient ruins and temples and stuff?
Well, so it looks like, from a lot of the signs and stuff, right, that this is obviously like a kind of like a national treasure. You know what I mean? Like you would go there and walk around. It would be like a tour type deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's kind of the vibe that I
No, but like, why would there be fighting here though? That's what I'm curious about. Right?
Who knows?
Exactly. No one. I bet Valve doesn't even know. We should ask Gabe Newell. You think he'd know? No chance.
Maybe we'll send him an email. We'll see if we get a response before the end of the RMR.
Yeah. We might. He's a nice guy.
That's
He's
what
a
I mean.
great guy. Yeah.
You never know. I would be curious.
And he does like interacting with people. Even on Reddit, you know, he used to post on Reddit and do AMAs and stuff too.
Hey, what? Blame F. Come on now. Stop it. Oh, stop it.
He doesn't want to.
No, he doesn't. He wants even more. He just runs out cave every round.
Just finding all the kills. He runs down, finds 3. There is someone on the angle here that's raging, getting dinked down in the swing from Far League. He heard the dink and he's like, whoa, 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 Zip. This is mine actually. Like, you've had your time, all right? I want the kills now. They map is 16 and 5.
That's what I'm saying, man. He is like, I don't know. He is the boulder from Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
He's
That's
just
true.
running them down. You know?
Inside of the lane,
Yeah.
the walls on either side, he runs
That's what
down.
I mean. He's just a boulder with massive biceps, rolling at them round after round, flattening them.
That's why he plays that spot.
Yeah.
Because it's so small that he can just sort of roll everyone over. Look at this.
him.
He actually is just a boulder from Indiana Jones. As he gets the last kill. Just
That's a good one. Someone Photoshop that. Hashtag PGL RMR. Astralis just running away with the game though. Much like Indy when he tried to get away from that classic boulder. ASG losing out on the opening frags now as well. Again, didn't have any money to actually invest properly, so it is just the Deagaliers that are out in force. Blame F. Ooh, he's not towards cave, so he's going to quickly go back over there.
He's like, oh, back to my safe space. Back to my safe place.
Retreat to the cave.
Zip actually is going to find the kill onto Waterfalls. He's boosted up, and oh, the shadows really should have worked against Config there, but the instant headshot onto Sviat. And Config's been having a little bit of trouble over towards middle as well. When they do go there, they've been finding the kill on him quite a bit. He just wants to get out on the action. He's like, man, why do I have to play mid? Blame F just gets to kill everybody outside of cave every round. This is ridiculous.
Looking like a Geo dude, just punching everyone. As I got here. Just the idea of him as a Geo dude. Oh, mate. What other rock puns are there?
Oh, dude.
So many. So many, it's not even fair.
Well, it is Astralis picking up their 8th. That was the eco for ASG, so we are going to see another gun round out. Now I would say the one shining light here for ASG, actually there's been 2. There's been 2 really.
Okay.
Sugar has been able to find openings towards middle, right? He's been able to find the kill onto Config. You want to try to work with that, right? We have seen Astralis respond with sometimes sending 2 players there, but regardless, if you would drop this smoke out middle, you get those early flashes out, and you can see that's exactly what they're going to do. They want to respond. They know this is where they found the openings, and there's Config going down again. So ASG, with the perfect call in my opinion, and not just because it was also my call, but I think it was genuinely just the perfect call in that moment. That's where you've been able to find the openings. That's where you should be trying to take advantage of them. And Blame F.
Did you see the tag he just got?
Yeah. No, like, I am kind of sick of this guy.
May. Blame F. Whew. I'm sat there watching the HP drop, and it's just like, this is just despicable.
Yeah, you can't be doing this.
Like, it's rude. It's potentially illegal.
Oh, potentially. We don't know. We don't know what the.
I'm not sure, but I don't know. Like, whew.
I'm not a police officer or a lawyer or anything.
I don't have one of those funny hats, but if I did, I mean, maybe I'd give you a ticket, Blame F. So 55 seconds left on a round. Waterfalls is going to be livid and probably a little bit confused about where he even got tagged from. And they're quite fragmented. Flash down towards the bottom of the ramp as well.
Astralis is going to do something soon. They can't sit how they are right now. Sviat, so he's going to throw these nades, but look at the info. Yeah, the reaction from Zip as soon as he hears those nades being thrown, he's like, look, there's one guy throwing nades, but there's nobody else here. Now we should see the other two sprinting over to CT spawn as soon as possible now. It is Farleague inside of Donut with the op, but he has to be worried about his mid flank. Now that Zip is there, Farleague feels safe. He can post up on the A site cross. They don't have a smoke for it, but he misses his first shot.
Zip, he's going to walk out. Hard commits to the spray, but raging. He rages against the machine of Astralis and just slow them down to this round. Glaive as well takes a huge tag, and he's close to death. Blame F, though. Of course, who else would it be to land an uppercut back onto the tees? He smites against Sugar. 3 versus 3. Raging. Ready for the face from CT, firing off the warning shots. Blame F, he comes running in. They get a frag apiece, and it's all down to Pora to pour out the bullets at them. Hard commits on the spam, but Blame F gets it over the finish line. So tight on time, but it'll be a round for Astralis. How many kills is Blame F on?
That's got to be 18, I think.
He's just giving it.
It's either 18 or 19 at this point.
Jeez.
I thought they were going to lose. That was a 3v4 retake. Farleague missed what can only be explained as an easy shot on the guy crossing over towards Temple. He misses that. Zip tries to deny the plant, but of course there's the man covering him. Zip loses out on his fight. And I was like, okay, 3v4, they don't really have the entry into this one. They were struggling to scale up through Temple and CT. The flank was coming out on mid, and I was like, okay, it's over. And then Farleague just 180s, finds the guy flanking him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable round. A round, honestly, that shouldn't have gone the way of Astralis. ASG played that super well. They got into the site. They had good post plants. The GG easy guy. That's true, actually. 19 kills.
This is one of those where it actually is just the drone comes in, it's just a boulder.
Yeah, dude, I was hoping, honestly.
Like in my head, I was like, imagine.
I think that would be a little bit too difficult for production to
But
whip up
really
on the
whip
spot.
that
Yeah, to whip that out on the spot. We're really putting them under pressure with that one.
But it was just so funny that they kept giggling and like cry laughing their way through making it, and they couldn't get it done. You know?
Now listen, production. And I want to point out to everyone watching, I think this is going to be too tall of a task. But if for some reason you guys can make a drone or something that is just a big boulder with Blame F's face on it, that would make my day.
It would be the best thing ever.
I know that's a lot to ask for, but that would be
Boulder
hilarious. Boulder F.
And the F stands for flatten. But here he is, the big boulder, making a bold play as he pushes up close towards the smoke once again. 3 Ts outside of ramp, and needs it around that he lives for. The spam onto the first, quick flick onto Pora, but he stays alive, pouring one out for his fallen homie. All down to the 2 versus 4. Oof. They try to cross the gap, and it's not going to work well, as it's just left on Sugar. He had 8 kills within like the first 3 rounds.
True.
Now he's 9 to 10.
Yeah, no, I mean, he has been struggling a little bit once the gun rounds come up, but so has everyone on ASG.
Yeah.
And right there, I just want to point something out, something cool that happened in that round. Zipnik, so they knew that Blame F had the AK inside a cave, so Zip comes running into Cat, and he's like spraying all the walls, doing all of Blame F spams, while Blame F is facing the smoke. And as soon as the smoke fades, he just gets that first free kill. Could have had 2 there if he lands the headshot on Taporia. But it was just cool. It was just a cool bait setup. They were up numbers, so realistically, with the time left, the money that they have, you can sacrifice lives to just like guarantee the round wins.
I don't know why, but it just made me laugh. Looking at Poya, obviously with just the Tech 9, if his teammate was like, hey, you on eco? And he just goes, Paw? Yeah. Sorry.
I am poor, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like it just tickled me. Oh. Blame F. Just always getting kills, isn't he? When's he not fragging? 23 to 7. Does the damage with a HE as well. So Raging, going to be raging about the fact he's only got 62 HP whilst his teammates get beaten at middle by the AWP of Farleague. He's waiting for Mort to come swinging out. They're going to try and flash to clear it. He does miss the shot and gives him a little bit of leeway. That's the flick up on the Deagle. So Blame F, he gets shattered.
Agent's going to walk through, and Zip's not going to miss that one. No armor. Waterfalls has recovered this AK. It is just him and Sugar. And Waterfalls, we were talking about it in the pregame. He is the experienced one here. He is the guy who's been to 2 majors. He's been to a major quarterfinal. Another missed shot from Farley. You know,
Bates him around the corner though.
he's 13-6, so he's doing fine, right? Second most kills in the team. But we have seen him miss a lot of shots. It's like unlucky because the observers are doing a good job catching him as soon as he's about to take a shot, and so we've just seen a lot of misses so far this game.
Little whiffs.
Yeah. Although I will say, like, that does happen pretty frequently to oppers. It's just they're not always being spectated. But the thing for Farley is he's getting these moments to shoot in like the late rounds when there's not that many people left. So obviously the observers aren't going to miss that because we have good observers. So it's just like, oh, unlucky.
Here he should actually be in a position to do a ton of damage though. The A main push early, Farlig posted up like a gangster for this one. He'll be ready for the response, but they don't fancy their chances of just walking up into A main. They do cascade back. They've got a bomb outside of B early as well, and it seems like they're just going to be leaving Sugar here as a bit of a lurker. If he turns around the corner, Farlig is holding the angle. He'll just post up for now. BlameF up to his old tricks once again.
Ooh.
Wow, okay, first time we've actually seen BlameF lose out on a cave fight.
Yeah, he's been bested for, like, I think what you said, the first time so far this game. He's lost out on it. Now Zip getting spammed through the wood. He's playing at the pillar. The spams are going to keep coming. There's a minute left, and ASG have the advantage. For the first time in I don't know how long, they're playing around with a lot of time left and a man advantage. Glaive trying to find the lineup for this flash. Wants to make sure it's perfect. They are keeping 3 players over here. Now remember, last time this happened, ASG went over to A. They were able to get the bomb planted, and they ended up losing out on the post plant. Here, they're going to commit to B, and that is exactly where Astralis is. They're counting on the op of config over at A to do its job. They're leaving mid open. They're gambling that there isn't going to be that mid lurk play. And there isn't. So, perfect gamble. Oh, that smoke towards top ramp is just absolutely, that's a killer. That's killer right there.
That's basically the round dead and gone. Farlig hits the shot as well as Raging pushes in. Pora is able to isolate a single 1v1, but at this point you're not looking good. Time ticking away. Farlig fragging on the AWP, and Glaive, he'll shut down the last man for the T's. And that is a very one-sided half here on Ancient. The B site being the biggest problem purely because of BlameF's play towards Cave.
Yeah.
He was good for 2 to 3 frags nearly every round.
Almost, it felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it. That was great CS right there. In that last round from Astralis, the way that they did those rotations, by just leaving config over at A, taking the gamble in the 4v5, because you know, in the back of their minds, they went A, like 2 times they've gone A, they haven't been able to hold the post plant.
Yeah.
So this time they should probably try to end B. Astralis reads it. Now the one risk they had in their setup was that if they did the lurk play out towards middle, they would have been able to walk up and flank them. But they also gambled that because ASG knows they have double ops, they're not just going to walk out mid and walk all the way to CT because you could just be walking into the scope of an op. So great just round by Astralis, playing all the odds and recognizing their highest percentage win condition. It was fantastic.
So we get into our second half pistol here. Astralis leading 12 to 3 on the overall scoreline. Config, he's taken a fight out with a P250. Few CTs in position to try and battle back against this. They're all covering for one another, and they are doing a little bit of damage. Config's been brought down to 73, and they're going to back off from the aggro hold towards mid. Instead, he just holds and sees if he can get a fadeaway tap. Bomb going to be rotating back round towards the B site early as well, and Glaive has all the utility in the world to work with here.
Yeah, they just wanted to see if they were going to be able to just walk out middle and maybe find an opening pick if they're playing some form of passive mid setup. But as soon as they realized they had at least 2 fighting for middle, that's when they decide, all right, like we don't even need to contest this. We can just leave config here. Hopefully he's able to find one, but he wasn't. He goes down as they are rotating over towards A. There's still 3 towards middle. That one man in CT spawn holding the A cross. So the bomb should be able to get planted here. They do have the 2 smokes on Zip and Glaive, and that should go to CT and Donut, and then you rush into Temple. That would be the ideal play here for the T side.
Sugar with a first onto Farlig. Poya, he peeks out, and the CTs are actually running amok here into the round. Poya, he's able to keep it going, so it's all on Glaive. Glaive, he will be grounded by waterfalls. Overwhelmed, and ASG take a much needed pistol round. So 12 to 4, you get a little bit of an edge to work with now. You know that you're going to have the better buy, so the MP9's pulled out. There was no bomb plant either for Astralis. So this is going to be quite nice for ASG to at least try and get back into the game on the CT side.
Yeah, the score is 12-4 right now, and ASG have won both pistols. So that just goes to show how dominant Astralis was in that first half. Of course, it was the CT side. Yep, absolutely. Well, look, if you can win the pistols, you always give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Always.
You just can't lose this round.
No.
Because then it would get quite sad quite quickly.
Yeah.
I do like Blame F's Glock as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite pretty.
Yeah, it matches his gloves.
Yeah.
Hand wraps, really. I think those are hand wraps.
The little skulls. He picked those up from the nearest Hot Topic. Other brands of shop are available.
Always.
Of course.
Naturally.
As you'd expect. Astralis, though, going to be going back round towards the A site. Now, Sugar, he's here. He's got the MP9. He has support from Poya as well. He's just tucked in behind the box playing anti-flash, and Poya, he'll play for the first contact with the M4. But they're not committing to anything here. Instead, a bit of a split push on Waterfalls, jump spotting from Red. Seems like he might have got a bit of a read. He wraps back round, throws the smoke out, and then heads back towards Red.
The jump spot. Does spot out Glaive. Now they are going to be running him down. They're pushing into Red. He falls all the way back to Temple. This is a good play. 30 seconds left. His teammate can take first contact over at Ivy as they're going through Donut now. They want to try to get this bomb down. All the jumping is just to try to pull those crosshairs away, see if they can force something into the site, get this bomb planted, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. There's too many players here. They have the M4s. They find the kills. So ASG pick up their 5th. Astralis now, they are going to be on the buy. That was the full eco into the last one. So the utility's not going to be perfect for Astralis, but they're going to have the AKs. Potentially some Galil's being brought out. Yeah, Farleague's already brought the Galil out, just to make sure he has that full utility.
So 12-5, ASG take the pistol and win the following round relatively easily. But you just have to maintain this and take it one round at a time. You need an awful lot to close the gap. But we'll see how it goes. Raging early on, fighting towards ramp, looking for the initial face just in case they went for something fast. He does have the utility as well. Preemptive smoke is going to be pushed out, and he'll just tuck in with the flash.
He's just going to be phasing into the smoke. He's holding to see if anybody's going to walk up behind it. Doesn't look like Astralis wants to, though. They're like, no, we'll just wait for your smoke, actually.
Although, he's actually got the kill.
Oh my god. Yeah, he did.
All right.
See ya, Blame F.
Fair enough. I guess that's the way it goes.
Just farmed him with an MP9
Yeah,
just through the door.
Peeked out, shot him through the door, got a kill, gets away. That's like Blame F's comeuppance for everything he was doing in Cave.
True.
Config as well. Gets a bit of contact back round towards the donut and knows where Pora is now.
Okay, so this is a change up now. We never saw ASG doing this on their T side. Getting this player pushed up into middle, having them in this rotation spot where you can cut them off. It forces Waterfalls to have to come look at it. And now that means the B site's weak because he can't run over to help them. And that's exactly where Astralis is set up. The 3 of them are there. They have the utility. It's going to come out. And Config is in prime position to catch these players rotating over.
Push towards the ramp is coming in. The MP9 going to fire off shots, but it won't be enough. And frag after frag going in favor of Astralis. Poya, he's the only one that battles back as he wins out against Config, finally catching the lurker towards middle. But the bomb site is the domain of Astralis. It's planted, time ticking off the clock, and they get into some good angles. Glaive, he's ready for the fight towards Cave. Poya, he's so low, just 19 HP. They don't even want to go for this now. Time's gone.
No, this is going to be the save. He did drop off. Glaive heard it. He's not 100% sure where he went, though. So he's like, okay, we'll just save our guns, too. They're pretty poor. They don't want to risk losing them.
So that'll be a 13th round for the T side of Astralis. Three away from shutting down the best of one and staving off the upset, not wanting to follow in the footsteps of G2. Started off the day with a very shocking loss.
Don't remind me.
At least it's been, normal after that.
Yeah.
But, hey man, these things happen. Apparently just a G2.
Yeah. Apparently just a G2.
It's really unlucky.
I'm going to have to watch the VOD back.
I do wonder what happened, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see.
Okay, so fast round, they go sprinting up into the B side. They just want to go rapid on this one. And Glaive, oh, he hits the first. Mishfat, he comes running into the back, hits them all with the M4, and mauls his way through them, leaving Astralis at a disadvantage now. Zipex with a backup of Farlig. They've got the bomb, they've got the weapons to work with. They're ready for the fight towards long. They flash over the top, they peek in, they line up, and it goes down to the one-on-one. Waterfalls. Will he be able to move like water and go with the flow? Will he hit the killing blow? No! 14th round taken for Astralis. A hat-trick secured. And Astralis now getting dangerously close to the finish line.
And it's been a while since we've given him that clutch minister moniker, but he is back. That's the big one for him. 1 versus 2, and Zip wins it out 14-5. They lose that one. Money's not in a great spot. ASG can keep the pressure on. They don't get up to that number 14, that crucial number 14. But Zip wins it out. And Waterfalls, he played it pretty well. He walked up. He just sort of missed the shot once it came down to it. And so in response, ASG is going to buy back into this. They're going to go for the force. Poria doing his best play Meth impression with the MP9, running out through lane. There's 4 CTs here, and look at the play from Astralis. 3 of them walking into Donut. There's 1 man on the A bomb site. That's Sugar. He has the Deagle, and there's no way he can rain this one out. There's no way. Config trades it. Trying to do something sweet there with the Deag, but it just wasn't. There's no shot.
No, so it's just a sour taste left in Sugar's mouth, as it will be Astralis with a bomb down. All on Tviat. He can't find the frags. He falls, and Astralis have been able to make it to match point here in the best of 1 versus ASG. ASG had a great start. The first few rounds of the game, they were looking lively. Sugar was hitting his shots, but Astralis, they woke up, and ever since, they have not stopped.
It's got to be said. ASG have 5 rounds. They've won both pistols.
Yeah.
What if Astralis won the pistols?
Game's already over.
Game's done. Yeah, game's done. Well, true. They're already on 15.
That's just
like,
like
it could have been like a 16-0.
No, yeah, it definitely could have been. Oh, Rage him. All right, good night. Glaive chops his head off. He's the executioner.
You know, that is one thing about this Astralis team and the players that they have. I mean, first of all, they're super annoying to play against, as we can clearly see. But if they're confident, if they feel like they're the way better team than you, they just play with such little respect. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, they just like, okay, we are better. We are going to show you why we're better. We're going to shoot you a lot.
Well, it's actively a good thing as well, because sometimes you see teams that go into a matchup where they give too much respect and they don't play their normal standard CS because of it, and don't, you know, actually just hard commit the confidence plays. Whereas Astralis, like you're saying, they're not going to fall into that trap. Oh, no. That could have been a death trap there towards Gabe. Boyo, he's lucky he actually gets out.
And all of this presence being shown over at B, and they're not hard committing to it, right? They're just trying to find the kills, see what's given to them. And I was going to say how Configs walked out A so they can just turn and walk away, but instead they swing out ramp and they get all the kills, and so everything's great.
Waterfalls, he grabs the AK, the Asimov in the hands. Config, he's ready to land a 1-tap, and that will slump out Waterfalls. And they get their way through it. They win out in the best.
Those hands and lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Now with you, now with you, I'm with you. The sky. lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. And I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Let me go.
Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Fill with devotion, follow the signs. With this devotion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you. This is the moment, no turning back. One drop on your lips and the spell will take effect. Under the moonlight, stay close to my side. We're burning so bright. Oh, oh, oh. Feel the devotion, follow the signs. With this devotion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you. Hey, yeah. Little sweet and spice. Yeah. Made a love potion for you. Feel the devotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. Feel the devotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. Daylight is laid to rest beneath all the rubble, and all that runs through my flesh is a spirit of trouble. Under moonlit sky, I'm desperate to feel more alive, alive. Dreams that keep me start to disconnect. My soul becomes hollow. In the endless night, I'm desperate to feel more alive. Alive. Dreams that keep me wide awake. Call me up out of the I'm walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 of times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? Doing things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard about the people they think they know. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be hard. I'm here. Open for plans tonight. Lord.
I miss the family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out. I miss the days I wasn't afraid. Now I always have my guard up. Hands on my face, I learned to cope with the pain. I know that people think I'm trying to get attention, but in reality I'm trying to send a message. I know there's kids out there that are going through the same thing, and if you're one of them, I hope to help your suffering. Just know it will get better, and these feelings do not stay the same. No, they don't stay the same. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life, and I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my
Of this, once the game's concluded in the A stream, we'll know what our round 2 draws are, and we'll run it back with another 8 best of 1. So keep it locked here on the PGL Twitch channels all day for some exciting stuff in the EU RMRB. We're into the pistol.
And it's a slow default here from the T side. No kits being purchased by ENCE, and they're just dedicating 3-2, just 2 in B, 3 in A. It's bold to play like this without a kit, because if they do decide to go B and your B players don't win out on the trades, if they don't land the multi-frags, then it's almost impossible to retake. But Deha now, he wants to go over towards window. Smoke coming out for the T's. That's the only one they have on the map. That's going to go out towards top connector. And you can see Patsy's thinking about jumping up into window. Deha wants a spot for info. He finds the bomb and finds the opening kill, but Chopper answers back immediately.
Deha, a nice opening pick. Patsy, he's on the stairs, looking to try and punish. Hades holding, but he'll go down to the underworld as Magix will be able to get the flick off. Madden runs out of ammunition, and he will be a little bit upset about that. So it's all on to the last 2 CTs. Problem is, thinks he's gone, and Snappy will be mopped up by Patsy the Punisher, who hard commits to the kill and takes Spirit's first round on the pistol.
They just weren't able to land their shots. That's really what it came down to. ENCE had plenty of opportunity to bring out those USP shots at them, right? It wasn't for a lack of opportunity that they lost that round. They just weren't able to hit the shots. Team Spirit did, so they start the T side up 1-0. We are going to see the force back immediately from ENCE. 2 scouts in play. That's Hades and Deha, the Polish power duo. The scout, first one, takes a shot, lands onto Patsy. He's looking for more now. He goes forward. Molotov is going to force Madden to drop his smoke, but he doesn't care about that. Hades has found the kill. Siren does trade back, though. The walk-up ramp is able to find the opening pick. They need to drop this smoke out. They're actually going to re-smoke him under Valk, and the spam has got him right in the head, so he's been dinked down to 34 HP.
Alarm bell sounding for Siren, as he's suspicious about where the CTs can be. Deha, he's got a pixel peek looking into the palace and waiting to try and punish with this scout. But he repositions. That was back through the murder hole and focuses his attention towards CT just as the utility is coming in from the T's of Team Spirit. They're going to go for the fight on the ramp, and Deha misses the opening shot. Siren cuts his way through him. Madden on the Deagle, flicks up, trying to reposition, but Magix with 2 makes ENCE disappear, and it all goes down to Snappy in a 1v3 with just a hand cannon.
Yeah, Spinks tried to run through that smoke to help his team out, but couldn't land the shot. Snappy now, he's pushing forward, and that is a snappy shot from him. Headshot found, can he get the second? He can't. Magix, 3 kills for him on the round. The force buy from ENCE, not working out. Team Spirit secured their second. Crucial second as well. When those force buys come out, it's always dangerous, it's always risky. The double scouts, I mean, they get some tags out. Everyone else has deegs, 1 scout shot, 1 deeg shot, and it's over.
Dude, with how Snappy hit that first shot as well, the way he kind of flicked into it, it looked like it was like a Giga Deagle. It had like more damage than the normal Deagle. It looked really strong.
Probably was.
Yeah, Snappy. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got an illegal deagle in the back pocket. Siren, though, he's going to be able to keep things calm as he finds the frag against Madden. D-Har will fall. SMG cuts his way through him. Chopper just fragging everyone at middle, making a bit of money on the SMG. Patsy as well spots another player out towards jungle, and all in all, Team Spirit set for 3 rounds.
Yeah, that one was pretty clean, at least so far. Sort of ran at him, shot him. No armor, really.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Every time. Every time I speak.
Yeah, if I speak, I'm in big trouble.
If I speak, I am in trouble. So.
I thought maybe he'd get one more, but not for Spinks. He does fall. It's just Snappy with that big deagle compared to the normal deagle. See, there's more damage. Headshot there onto Patsy. I told you, it's definitely some kind of cheeky deagle he's got there. And Chopper goes down to the bomb plant as well.
To get an AK.
Ooh,
no, he didn't
rough.
get any gun. The bomb explosion just blasting that AK over to the far side of window, so he wasn't able to get it. But still, 3 kills. I mean, that's huge for the economy. Team Spirit gonna have a lot of rebuys now. Snappy might want to consider just sticking to the Deeg for this half because he's just hitting everything.
It just kills. He really is just hitting some sick taps with it. Impressive performance, but they will have the buy to play with now. Orb out for Hades. Will the Lord of the Underworld be able to find some frags over the top of this smoke? There is a boost up for Dexter as well. He's just watching towards Connector for now. Mid's going to be relatively given up, especially as D-Har fights towards Underpass and is slain by Siren. This causes the rotate back around. Hades! Ooh, tried to line it up, would have got the trade if he hit the shot, but instead he has to run away with just 50 HP now. So mid control, that's now the domain of Team Spirit.
And starting off this game very slow. They're just not hitting their shots. That's really what it's come down to. The pistol came down to that. Even on the second round force, it was a similar thing. I mean, Hades missing the scout shot ticket. You know, they're just not hitting their shots right now. And even into this round, D-Har and Underpass can't land the kill. Right there, the swing up from Madden does find the headshot onto Chopper, but it's not the frag. And there, Spinks just misses. Yeah, like he didn't even land a bullet on Magix. You know, the ENCE is just starting this one off slow. Maybe the warm-up was bad, maybe the sleep was bad, who knows. But either way, they are not on point right now. Snappy's been the only one, really, to land any amount of kills. And that was just, while they were exiting the bomb site after they had won the round. So it's like, yeah, not a great start mechanically from ENCE.
No, whereas Team Spirit, they're hitting some great reactive shots. Chopper, he's been so annoying into this game already. The Mac 10 frags that he was finding, you're going to be frustrated against. The shot he hit there as well, really, really big.
Little Vega Squadron throwback. Classic.
It really made me laugh one time, obviously being in San Jose, because you know, obviously their hockey team is the Sharks, right? And it was just when Vega Squadron were kind of like getting like a lot of hype behind him, and people were excited to watch him. It was like, oh, this is sick, right?
Right.
So I just saw all these people running down the street wearing Sharks jerseys. So I recorded the video of like 100 different people with Sharks outfits. It was like so weird that California's just full of Vega Squadron fans.
They tricked you.
Yeah.
Tricksy.
Clues abound that this is going to be an A play. Madden with the MP9. He's given away his position. And when he's blind, he's dead. D-Har, he just spam back through the smoke. Pops Patsy. Leaves him in a 4v4. Chopper, he's also slain. All right, here we go. CT side waking up for ENCE.
And nobody's reacted to go grab that bomb, so the smokes are going to fade. And the bomb is just down in no man's land. It's right there in the middle of the site. They don't have any smokes now to isolate it. So this should be the round going the way of ENCE, unless Siren and Dexter can do something absolutely ridiculous. And should be able to pick this one up. There's no way for them to go get the bomb right now. The crossfires are in, and they know exactly where he is. Nade dropped on top of his head. He's down to 62 HP. And what is the play going to be for Spirit now? There's 50 seconds left. They have a ton of time, but it's going to be so difficult for them. And now Dexter drops it. Is Siren in the 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4 even. He gets one, but that's it. So the spam through the smoke from Deha ends up winning them the round because Spirit just doesn't react in time at all. They need, as soon as that bomb goes down, you got to go grab it. Get that bomb planted before the smokes are gone.
Couldn't be done. And ENCE, using the smokes to their advantage there, finally get their footing on the CT side of this Mirage matchup. It is a best of one for anyone that's only just joining us. This is our last game of the first round of matchups for the RMRB. So a lot riding on this one. Hades, he wants to stop the ride out towards middle. Same play we saw before. Dexter, yet to get into the game yet. 0-3 at the minute. Second time he's had the AWP in his hands, and he does go for the totem pole play towards middle. Same sort of reaction from ENCE. They drop the smoke. We see the wrap off from the AWP of Hades, and he's getting back towards the B site, giving up window control to Deha.
Yeah, he rotates that AWP over. He's inside of the market, just holding for the cross. Any walk up, any sort of aggressive play by Team Spirit would be punished. But there's nobody there. It's just one man deep in the TV room, and he's actually going to fall all the way back. So it is the 3-2 split now. And they are going to be going towards A, right? That's where the bomb is. There's 3 players in mid. Are they going to rotate back around and go for the execute, or are they going to try to scale through middle and come up connector? That is the question. There's one player tucked away in sandwich, and Madden is jump spotting from ticket, so he's actually going to be trying to bait for Spinks right now and hope that he doesn't get cleared. If the execute comes in, sandwich should be cleared, if it's the execute. If they go for a contact or a split through connector, it might not be.
Time's going to be really tight on this one. They do want to execute out through connector, go for the split push onto the A site. Sphinx in a prime position to try and punish, but he's been spotted through Palace. The Magics will be able to land the tap with the AK. Deha re-aggresses towards Chopper and leaves him in the 4 versus 4. Madden towards the site, close towards triple, gets a good time. Backline spams into the rear of Patsy. With 10 seconds left, they're planting the bomb. He tags him, but he still gets the bomb down. Siren, lucky that he actually does find that. Trader flashes as well. Magis peeks out. Big tag onto Deha. He's only got 7 HP. And the CTs, they might have to call this one quits. Although Hades, he hits the adjustment. Slays against Siren. Dexter and Magis, the only 2 Ts left alive here, but with not too much time left and only the 1 kit in the back pocket, they're backing off.
Yeah, this absolutely should be the save. You can't, like you said, 7 HP, 48. They do have a kit, but it's like, how are you supposed to get into the site? How are you supposed to get the defuse off? Going to be impossible. They back up. They save it. Hold on to their guns for the next round. The money's decent. They are still on a huge bonus, right? Because they had lost so many in a row. That 1 round win now doesn't fully reset you like it used to. I mean, that change has been around for a while, but still. There's some people who only come and watch CS when it's major cycle time, so maybe they haven't. Maybe they hadn't caught on.
True.
Yep.
Group folk that come and get involved.
Because everyone loves Counter-Strike. Such a good esport.
The best.
The GOAT.
It is. It is indeed. Meanwhile, over on the A stream, seems like Sprout leading by 1 round against Copenhagen Flames.
Oh, I wonder if that was like a pistol round win and then first gun round and then the Flames have won 3 in a row, or if it's been back and forth. Or what if the Flames won the pistol, they went up 3-0, and now Sprouts won 4 in a row.
Who knows?
HLTV does. I'm going to go check.
Meanwhile, in our game here, Team Spirit leading with 4 rounds of edge over the top of ENCE. It's a 5-1 split as we get into the 7th. Smoke out on mid-window early. Hades, he pulls off the jump onto short. There is a gap on the left-hand side of the smoke as well. He's watching on the right-hand side towards Delpam. And the T's are actually pushing up, relatively aggressive towards B. Chopper comes running in for the hit on short. Hades should find this, and he will.
Yeah, that's the first free kill. They're now going to run into the B site, and Hades is still here. He's got the spot on the window. He has the line, and how are they supposed to cross? They don't have the utility. They jump out trying to bait the shot, but it doesn't work. He holds his nerve as Hades gets 4. Deha finishes it off with the last one, but the offer from ENCE coming up massive here on the CT side. Finding 4 frags, that first one in ladder, rotates over, just holds the window. There's no smokes to isolate him. They haven't pushed him off. There's no nades. So he just gets to ring out shots for free as ENCE are going to take their first tack.
Yeah, heroic defense there from Hades. Exactly what you'd want. Big plays from the sniper. ENCE taking a pause as well. But he's working 3 connections. Looked like he was on for the ace.
But then his scummy teammate stole it from him.
I know, ridiculous.
Spinks. More like spit.
Is that the best you could do on that one?
You know, because
Yeah.
steal my ace.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get you. I get you.
Look, I wouldn't say it was my best,
It was okay.
but it was fine.
Yeah, like, it's acceptable.
It might not have even been Spinks either. I just targeted him.
You
I
just
don't know
went
why.
straight for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
no.
I just went straight. I think it was him, but it might not. No, it was actually Diha, I think. Because I remember, I thought that it was the Polish people got all the kills. So I think it was Diha. My apologies, Spinks. Diha, more like spit.
Even better. What a banger. Okay, so they're actually going to fight towards middle a little bit more here as well. You've got Magic's pushed up, watching towards underpass, and the Orpa Hades, he's done the short jump again, he's ready for the fight. They're just running in towards B. Siren has the Tech 9. Makes a lot of noise, they back off, trying to play the mind games against ENCE here.
What if it was Spinks?
Now you're just not sure.
What if it was, man? Like, what if I was just wrong the whole time? Or accidentally right?
I'm sure everyone would be angry no matter what, so.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Talk about the game.
So anyway, our favourite type of legume. Ooh. Flash clear, Snappy would have been Spanishing plays. He'll be able to find 2 free frags. Madden gets 1 onto Dexter as well. And it is easy pickings here. Team Spirit not really able to react too much into the round. Last 2 players left alive. Do you have the AKs? Imagine Chopper. Oh, they have been pretty good for this team as well. And Chopper keeps it going. Finds the head of Hades. 20 seconds left on the clock. If they could maybe isolate these CTs, there might be an opportunity for them. Snappy playing towards under though. They need to clear it out. They've got to win out on a fight towards jungle as well. And it's their D-Har with a double. And that's the round for ENCE.
Yeah, the AK from Diha just landing both of those headshots in the end. The mid setup working exactly as intended. It was perfect. They find all the opening picks. The flash into underpass for Snappy. Look at him peeking behind the molly. They just can't even see him. I don't even know how he sees them. Oh. Right.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So no money for Team Spirit. Much like a rundown fairground, there's just not a lot to go on.
They don't even have the flash. They're all just grouping up Palace with Dexter lurking top mid with a P250. The run boost comes out. Chopper scaling down. He's going to be bottom of connector. And actually, no. Not allowed. Watch that. No. Okay. 2 kills for them. I mean, the only investment into this was the $300 on the P250. They've already found 2 kills. 1 more would be absolutely massive. The pre-fire's in from Dexter, and no, he can't make this happen, Jack. He doesn't have the armor. The bomb is down in A, and Dexter now finds himself in the 1 versus 2. This would be absolutely ridiculous if he pulls this off.
It would be sheer shenanigans if he's somehow able to find his way to get this round over the finish line. Even the damage he's done alone now is worth its weight in gold. And he's going to reface back round towards connector. Potential to find himself a 1v1 here. Hades is the player tucked in the tight right towards connector. And he's just watching for the walkout on short. Dexter's going to go up and in over the ladder room. Round the back. 35 seconds left. He'd have to make noise if he wants to go for this. So he won't really run the risk. I mean, if he wants, I suppose you could hold on to what you've got. Doesn't have armor, though.
Yeah, but the bonus they're going to get next round is going to put him up to, I think, 47, maybe 48. So he would actually have more money left over if he saves what he has right now, buys the head armor and 2 flashes, right? Because if he buys the head armor and 2 flashes, he has 900 left in the bank. If he goes for it and dies, and then he goes for the full buy next round, he'll have 0 left in the bank. So it's actually worth it to save the AK here. There's rare occasions where on T side, it's like genuinely, you're going to have more money by saving, and this is one of them. See, yeah, because he's just down to 23 now. He buys the head armor. He can get the 2 flashes out, and he's going to have more money left over than everyone on his team, which is significant because then if they lose this round, or even if they win this round, he's going to have those extra funds to be able to buy the op.
So it's all worked out in the end. And it also means you've got a couple of rebuys that now have to come in from ENCE when they thought they were going to have a clean round out of that. that absolutely did not happen. All off just the back of the 1P250.
Yeah, very good round. 3 kills. Bring the gun over. Is Dexter even going to buy the flashes? He might not. Okay, there it is. Just the one. Actually, gets it dropped over to him. And now he decides to give it back.
Take this flash.
That was a gift. How could you do this? Yeah, so he's actually just saving his money. Maybe he's going to be entering in this round, or they have some strat where he doesn't need the flashes. He's going to be going forward. So he doesn't waste the money on it, and that 1,300 could make all the difference. This is the fast A play, and they're straight out. Magix opens it up onto Madden as Hades is going to back off middle. There is the lurk there. There's lurks across the whole map. That's just created space.
Siren, he's walking up on B. They're trying to find a position to peek onto here. Snappy, back towards the bench. Siren, he's clearing it out. He's looking for any leeway. His teammates are going to be smoking towards middle as well. They're quite heavy grouped up in T-spawn at the minute. He's gone into the site, but he needs to find his frag, and he will. Snappy shut down. Now Team Spirit can wrap into the B site if they want to go for a late round play. Siren will tuck in towards E-box as well and try and hold against Hades, but he's got a clear line of sight to try and punish on the players coming in.
He is posted up. Misses the shot, though, as they jump across. He's going to push forward. He will clear out Siren. That's going to be the kill. Going back the way of the T's, and the swing out from Deha. He finds them both. The bomb is planted, but Magix is on the other side of the map, and Dexter's the only one here. The defuse is coming out. The smoke is down. The Molotov's not going to be able to do it. And ENCE somehow, in that round, bring it all the way back and tie us up 5-5.
Madness. Absolute madness. Great reply from Deha. He runs in and just charges in. You know, commands the round back in favor of ENCE. Really, really beautiful play there. And that's rough. With the way it was going, Team Spirit, they found an opening pick on each one of the sides. It looked like they were in a great spot to secure the round, but the hard commit on the spray from Deha puts him 11-6 in the game. Oh, Hades, he arrives at middle. It felt like he was going to win out on that frag, but Dexter downs him with the AWP. Madden playing close towards Connector as well. Could be in for a rude awakening. The CTs, they're in good angles to combat against this. Snappy and Spinks, they take down a player each, and it's just 3 Ts remaining now.
And bomb is dropped on short. Madden has the line on it. He knows where it is. Snappy finds another one over in B. That was the lurker of Siren. He's taken down trying to cross the windows. So Snappy inside of the B site has held this down. The in-game leader leading by example. And it is Madden. He knows there might be a player in the smoke. He's going to find Patsy. And Dexter, despite finding the opening now, he is helpless. Again, he's tucked away towards the chair. He's going to back up towards top middle. That smoking window is going to allow him to escape and almost lands the tag through the wall, actually. Remember, bomb is still down over towards ladder. And Madden knows he has the opening. He knows that there's space for him here to push through into A. So that's exactly where he's going to go. Snappy's done the same thing into upper B. So they're giving up control of the bomb, but taking control of the lines back to the site. So even if he gets the bomb, he's not going to be able to grab it and run towards one of the bomb sites, right? That's the goal here.
So Dexter, again in a spot where saving is the best case scenario for him. He's going to be holding, a little bit paranoid about someone pushing up from the rear. Overall though, seems like he will go through relatively unscathed, but ENCE will now take the lead. So it's going to go 6-5 here with ENCE finally getting themselves into the driving seat on the CT side of Mirage.
Yeah, back and forth. Team Spirit built up that early lead. ENCE has now battled back. They have a lead of their own now, and the money's decent for them. They've been keeping quite a few players alive. Yeah, look at that. 5 in a row for the CTs. That previous one, too, that defuse where Deha just jumped out of market, finds both players inside of the site. And Spirit was so spread out. They assumed ENCE was going to be going for a save in a 3v5, but ENCE goes for it. They are rewarded for their boldness. This time, Deha being very bold. Last time, he wasn't rewarded for that one, as he's going to run away, and a crucial miss from Dexter. They've done that boost 3 times now. He's waited up there for like 20 to 30 seconds every single time they've done it. He's never even seen an opponent. And then he has a free kill and just misses.
It's also like his mouse looks so... It was like he was doing little
Awkward.
circles. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He just wasn't ready for the peak to come out from the right side, I think.
He just felt so off-put.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the shot. ENCE have been racking up all the rounds back to back to back as well. So you need to find something to slow them down here on the T side. T's grouping back up towards the B site. Patsy, he's locking down towards underpass. Chopper's at top mid. Chopper's been a big set piece for this team. He's been the one hitting the hefty openers and creating space. Oof. Space created at middle though in favor of Spinks. He finds Patsy and Snappy. Tucked into the close angle by the settee. He could rinse them with his AK. He's going to hit him pushing up, finds the first frag, bomb drop to try and reply. Siren with a headshot, says goodnight, but Sphinx, he's at the back of the bomb site now, tucked in behind the bench. Close angle spotted as well for Hades, and they both find a frag apiece. Dexter, again, forced to save.
Oh, and again, he's just got to run away with this op. No way for him to get into the round. There just wasn't enough time left. Honestly, there's just no way. So his money, he's had the op every round, but he hasn't had any money. And Spirit has been kind of forcing around it also, which has been a bit of a problem for them. Even here, they might be baited to force into this again because Siren has 43. They can get Galils on the rest of the players. They might be baited into forcing around this op again.
And then we'll see the AWP at top mid.
Yeah, see the op at top mid,
Yeah.
boosted up in connector, yeah, or 4 connector, I should say.
It's an interesting one. Does feel like we've got a bit of a tactical timeout here, though.
Yep.
Coach getting involved, speaking to the side and seeing what they can figure out. We'll see what needs to change. But the game is live once again.
And they have gone for the eco. Well, half buy, pistols and armor and such.
Yeah, Deagle's around the AWP.
Yeah.
A little bit of armor here on players that can afford it. Magis with no head armor, but won't really matter.
No, that'll be fine.
Ooh, it just
Should
by
be
the Tech 9 as well.
I don't know if he gets one tap this round.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Okay, this is better from Dexter. I like the response here. Take the AWP towards ramp early, see if you can find a first pick.
Surprised they didn't go for a boost, though. Not only because they love boosts, but the boost towards ramp. Like, that pick is actually a really good one. Oh.
Okay, so this is rough. Madden swings out, hits the headshot onto Siren. Patsy's going to be punished by Spinks, and now it is basically just Dexter in a position to really do anything. Towards mid, you've got Chopper going through the window, though. Okay, maybe he can open this round up. He's going to try and get through the murder hole. The timing's not going to work too well, but he still lands the shot. Bullet to the back of the head for Spinks. He's brought him down to 9 HP. Diha's here.
And because of Diha's position, he knows that he hasn't come back out middle, so they have to be aware of the flank through the vent. Right? They know that he could be in CT spawn at this point. But no one's looking at it, actually. Hades hasn't even turned. So maybe they don't know he could be in the vent somehow? I don't know what's going on. No one's looking at it. Hypothetically, if Chopper had pushed through into CT, he would just have a free kill on Hades for like 20 seconds right there.
There was also a very nice bomb recovery from Magisk. Magix, even. He runs up, grabs it, throws it back. Oh! All right, see you later, Snappy. He thought he had the perfect time in there to find a frag. Problem is, he gets shot by the AWP, but they're also low. Chopper still dealing damage with the Deagle, and it comes down to just Diha to stop it. If he's able to find both of the kills, the timing might not work. He's being flanked from the left-hand side. That's Chopper in the 1v2. 9 seconds left. He has to kill him quickly, and then plant the bomb. Won't happen. Diha with a fast adjustment. 14-7. As he finds 3 frags in the round and keeps ENCE in the winning position.
And no bomb plant for Spirit means that Dexter's a little low on cash, right? Because he was down to just $0 back, like round after round. He wasn't getting any money because he just kept saving the op. So he's going to be relegated to the Galil. They won't have the op into this one. And Diha here with the massive play. Dexter's here again, holding for the CTs to rush to them, I guess. Window smoke missed, or was blocked, as all the kills are going the way of ENCE. So this is just falling apart very quickly. Actually, someone did drop the op over to Dexter. I think that must have been Siren. He had the extra money for it. But even still, it's 2v5, and ENCE just got every single kill across the entire map. And Spirit missed a window smoke, so you know there's just tragic scenes going on in the dead chat right now.
Yeah, not really how you'd want things to go. And what's terrifying is this is probably again going to be Dexter attempting to save the AWP until the last round of the half.
Yeah, that's true, because no one's going to be able to buy one for him next round.
Yeah. He's got his James cosplay on.
That's pretty true. Yeah, he's 6-6. This happened, actually, yeah, the exact same thing happened with James on Inferno the other day.
Yeah.
When they lost to, oh shit, who'd they lose to?
Remember this?
I can't, so many games,
so much
dude.
CS in the past
so
2
many
weeks.
games.
Like, I don't know, man. We've done like 100 maps or whatever.
It was
Who
on
really knows?
Inferno, I know that. And it was the game that sent them either to the 1-2 or to like the 0-1 or something like that.
Ooh, no save for Dexter this time. James saves. Hades kills that though, as he hits the shot onto Magisk. Magix. God.
Magix is so weird to say.
Such a weird name, isn't it?
I know, especially because you're so used to Magix.
Yeah.
Because he's just been around for so long that Magix is just difficult.
Put the Magix in the name. Either way, ENCE, they're just running away with things now on the CT side. They've been racking up an awful lot of rounds, 9 to be precise. And there isn't much money for Team Spirit now to round 15. You're looking at a couple of Galils, the 1 AK, Mac 10 on Siren.
The amount of professional players I've seen miss the short jump in this event so far is stunning.
Snappy behind a bench. They're running out. Sphinx hits the first head even when he's blind. Molotov gives away the position of the player behind the van as well, so they know exactly where he is. He hard swings out for the SMG. Siren does go down to the AWP at Hades, and Sphinx, he's able to overwhelm them. All on the Galil for Magix. Gets a little bit gory, but it still will be a 10-5 half in favor of the CT side events.
And ENCE was down 5-1. They won 9 rounds in a row on their CT side. Once they got the guns, once they got the economy, there was no answer from Spirit. We saw some close rounds. We saw some moments where Spirit was able to get into it. But in the end, it was just ENCE running away with the second part of that first half. That's a nice shot from Sphinx, too, actually. Very, very small thing to look at there. I hate it when that happens.
It's rough. But this has been a pretty clean half from ENCE. You've got the 5-round advantage to work with. Pistol round potentially could decide an awful lot of how this game is going to go, though. We are sending it live now. ENCE looking like they want to go for maybe a fast play here towards the B side, potentially getting contact as they do slow it down once they get to the lip. Siren, he's the only player on the scene to try and contend with this. He's playing back towards the pillars. The flashbang comes in. He turns quickly, looking for the snap. The adjustment is there, but he can't land the shots. Dexter, he's walked back in towards shop as well. He's looking over by L-block. Hades walking in. Head gone. 5 versus 4 for the retake now then for Team Spirit.
They're scaling. Sphinx here from the bench with the Glock, trying to find something. It's Madden who answers out. He swings in the trades. They're going back and forth. Spirit comes out on top, but only barely, and not for very long as Madden finds that final headshot. They're pushing forward. They have the kit. They have the smoke, but that's dropped. That's killed by Madden. Patsy needs to go recover it if he wants even a chance to win this round, but are they going to let him? They do. It's a swing out from Madden and another headshot from him. 4 on the round for Madden, as it is going to be ENCE picking up the second half pistol and their 10th round in a row.
They're just running away with the game. You're going to have the far better weaponry to work with as well. They should be in a great position here to build such a lead against Team Spirit. Something has to be done. The response is to pull out the big investment as well. Dexter on the scout. You've got the 5.7s, a lot of utility, and the 1 kit on Magix.
Nade gonna come into window. Should find a bit of damage, actually. Yeah, 1 man on the right side. That is Chopper. He goes down to 65. Smoke is gonna land. They did boost 1 up into ladder. But it is just the 1 man over towards middle making all the noise. The play is over at A.
Maven gets the adjustment shot off onto Magic's. Chopper, he's brought down to 43 HP as well. And the T's are scaling up onto the A side. Barrel's been seen for Dexter on the scout. He fires off the shot, but it won't be anything too obscene from him. Maven goes towards Connector. Attention dragged onto jungle, but he still flicks back to find a header Chopper and close him down. So Siren stuck in the cubby with a 5-7. He'll be spotted out from Snappy with a Mac-10. Easy pickings, and Dexter back over at the B site. He's got to save again.
So far, the force buy from Spirit not even finding a single kill. This could be the first onto Snappy, and whoo, what a flick. I mean, he's in a 1v5 saving a scout, but that was still a nice shot.
Yeah, it's still sick to see. Looked like he was potentially lining up a quick second as well. Does find that head onto Hades, but that's where the save story will end as ENCE climbs to 12.
And again, every time I talk, as soon as I'm pointing out that the force buy hasn't found a single kill, Dexter just gets 2 scout headshots like immediately.
Yeah.
I think I might be the most unlucky.
I think you were the most cursed commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree with that sentiment.
It's like almost every time I say something, it's just the opposite happens. I'm so powerful.
You are, yeah. The biggest curses.
Yeah. Like, I'm actually, like, low-key deciding who wins rounds, just with my words. Not even low-key, it's high-key. Harry taught me how to do it.
The ways.
Yep.
Spinks has found the way to get an opening pick for free into this round, though, and Snappy, he's just running around on the A site. He knows that it is. He's cleared all the angles. They'll realize that everyone else has grouped up towards B. Bomb will be planted for Hades. And as clean as they can take this one, it will be the 13th round. Team Spirit, with a pistol investment, if they go walking around towards CT, it's going to be free farm for Snappy. Man on a mat 10 making it look easy.
And he wants more. He's found 2, and he can sniff the ecos. He can smell them. He's scouting them out. He's like, I smell opponents around the corner. That Siren shows he isn't just an odor. He isn't just a sound made by emergency vehicles. He's also a man with a gun.
So, you know, like with a siren, right? If you said it went off, is that in like it's emitting something?
Okay, so this is actually a good question because that too, but just the general idea of a siren. So a siren would be the sound, not the light, or is it a combination of the sound and light that makes it a siren? Because I think you can have a siren that's just audio, right? Like,
but isn't that an alarm?
No, because it like for example, during the World Wars, the air raid sirens, right?
Right.
There wasn't lights; it was just the audio.
True.
So when they say like for example a police siren now or an ambulance siren or whatever, I think the siren is just the audio, whereas the lights are their own thing.
Ah, this actually makes sense because obviously then it sort of doubles back into like mythology, where you'd have like a siren that would basically be kind of like the noise that would be made from like mermaids. That they'd bait you in like fishermen.
Oh, they call it a siren.
Yeah. Because you'd think that like it was a mermaid like singing to you. But it was actually a siren that was baiting you in. So obviously the vocalization. All right, there we go. We figured it out.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. I was terrified. All right, good. That's another one solved.
Dude, we're out here just we're
We're
solving
like a mystery
things.
gang, aren't we?
I know. It's we should write a book for teenagers, young teens, about how we solve mysteries while casting Counter-Strike.
And we could have a dog.
Yeah, 100%. Gotta have a dog. Oh no way.
Oh, Siren. He gets the backstab off, but they've been able to leak out into the B site and ends. Uh-oh, they're going to be so close to a 14th round here. It's up to Chopper to try and bring it back. Chopper, ooh, he will hit the hit onto Spinks. Apparently a follow-up kill on Snappy as well, and suddenly we're down to a 2v2, a winnable retake. Hades with 16 HP. He's backing around and looking to try and take the peek through the pillar. Oh. Timing could be everything. They're walking up. He sees the barrel.
What's he doing?
Ooh, he hard pre-fires after seeing the barrel. Madden in a 1v1. He spotted him out as well. He's going to swing on the right-hand side. Is he ready for it? No! Team Spirit stay in the round.
And what on earth just happened with Hades? He had the perfect position. I was ready to praise his repositioning.
Yeah.
It was such a good play. He got a timing when he saw them both towards door, and he crossed over to that far side, got into the perfect round-winning position, and then with low HP, he sees the barrel, and he just panics. He completely panicked. And Madden, with that smoke dropped, wasn't able to secure it. And I don't know how Team Spirit has won a 2v4 retake on the B site. Obviously,
that
off
was so
the 2 kills from Chopper towards Van were massive. There, miss from Hades as they cross the boost. That was the boost I was talking about in the first half. Works very well. All pop short. Somehow, that's a tag through the wall. 40 damage onto Madden. Very lucky to be alive, and he's not going to be alive for much longer. As Chopper says, no, you should be dead.
Yeah, Chopper being the Undertaker. Great shots from him on a retake. D-Hard, though, still being a death dealer as he finds to slip up onto the face of Magix. But if Chopper's alive, the round is certainly not over. All on Hades in a 1 versus 4. Dexter will down him. He gets his 2K into the round. And Team Spirit starting to get a bit of a comeback now on the CT side.
If that is how ENCE ends up losing this game, like if Spirit makes a huge comeback here on CT, brings it all the way back, because that would have been ENCE on 14. It would have been Spirit broke, so they would have likely given up 15, and then ENCE could have just closed it out 16-5, right? That's literally the timeline you're looking at if ENCE doesn't get 2v4'd on B post-plant. So if that is the catalyst, which starts this huge comeback from Spirit, that will be absolutely heartbreaking for ENCE.
It would be despicable if that's the way the game starts to go. Chopper, he really does want to get them back in it to win it, though. He's been a huge difference maker for them. 14-17, finally goes down. D-Hard with a smart play as well. Shoots the rifle closer to his teammate so that he can come running out from underpass and attempt to grab the weapon. Madden instead walks past it and grabs the M4 that's in connector.